guys. Child, it is a time in the land. Happy Saturday. Yes, it is Saturday. Okay, what's today's date? August 26th. Okay, so y'all know I don't usually work on no Saturday. However, you all did not see me Thursday or Friday. Girl, let me tell you about the foolishness and the foolery, okay? And that's why I always try to say at the end when I say see you on the next video, only if it's the Lord's will, child, because girl, you just never know. Like, you just never know. So let me just get started telling y'all what the hell has been going on for the last 2 days, why I didn't come on Thursday and Friday. Okay, let's start off like this, okay? Thursday, I had every intention on doing a video with y'all. Thursday went like it could not have gone any better. And that's why, I don't know, I mean, I try not to think like this, but for some reason, when things is going like way too good, it's like somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm a little leery. Because when shit is going way too good, something foul always seems to throw a monkey wrench in it. Like, I'm just saying, okay? And I try not to think about that. You know, I try to have that little faith. You know, you only need as big as a sunflower seed. Oh, okay. Y'all don't have to get me all the way together, bitch. I know it's a mustard seed, but y'all know I got X silly, so I said sunflower seed. I'm dumb and I'm stupid, okay? But anyway. All right, so look. So yeah, I got that little bit of faith, you know, as big as no bigger than a mustard seed. However, I don't know. For some reason, Thursday, I felt so freaking good, okay? Like, in my soul, in my spirit. Like, I just felt so happy, so good. I was out. I had to run some errands before I came into work. So, I had my little things to do list. And boom, I was knocking it out. Boom, here, stop there, go here, do that, do that. Knocking it out, okay? When I got to my last two things to do on my list, so I went to Aldi's because I had to pick up something from Aldi's for dinner. Everything was going so well that day. Like I just felt so grateful and thankful. Like I was thanking the Lord for my health and my strength and my motivation and my encouragement and my confidence. Like it was up, everything was just like on 10, okay? It was up on Felique status, okay? Get to this stop, the one before the last two. Go in Aldi's. Now, I didn't do no major shopping now. Y'all already know I got a partially slipped disc issue in my back that I've had since I was younger, but it didn't get diagnosed until I had my last 9-pound baby. Maybe that 9-pound baby put the pressure on and it came out that I have a slipped disc in my back. I fell down the steps like twice when I was little. So anyway, well, 2 or 3 times. But anyway, go back into the archives, girl, and get you some, girl. So whenever I walk around or be on my feet for a long period of time, my back will start to act up. My back, my legs, you know, whatever have you. Went in Aldi's. I literally bought 4 items, okay? I've been in Aldi's and have shopped way longer than that and didn't feel the way I felt after I came out. Literally 4 items. Lie to you not. I was boom, 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 in and out. Came out, put my little cart back, went to go to my car, had 1 bag, and I went to go sit in my car, you know, just so I can get going. And I just didn't, like, it was just, you would have thought that I had walked around in that store for over an hour and had bought a bunch of, you know, groceries and had, you know, packed it all up and loaded, like you would have thought I had did like some major shopping. 4 items. And I mean, when I went to go sit in the car to get ready to go, I felt like horrible. it was just like sudden. My back was hurting really bad. My legs had got like really weak and they was hurting. And I'm like, what the hell? Like I literally ran in the store and came back out. My back should not be hurting like this. The way it hurts when I do a lot on my feet. And then all of a sudden, so that was hurting. And then all of a sudden, I just started feeling weak. Then my arms started hurting. Now I do have carpal tunnel. I think I showed y'all this little band. No, I don't know if I ever showed it to y'all, but I think when I did my office supply or office and desk, you know, collection video, I showed it. And I actually keep one in my purse. I have one, I keep it at the desk in case I'm here and I need it. And then I have one that I keep in my purse because I haven't been diagnosed with carpal tunnel, but something similar to it because, you know, when you get to be my age, girl, you know, you figure I'm almost 50. Now, I'm not 49 yet. I will be 49 next month. But next year, I'll be 50. So you figure almost 50 years of usage, you know, like, come on. Between the typing and the just, you know, being a housewife, cleaning and doing and handling 5 babies, because I've had 5. Like, you know, so yeah, I got a little bit of, it's not carpal tunnel, but it's similar to carpal tunnel. It's like my nerves and my arms are kind of damaged. So sometimes it'll hurt. And, you know, it'll hurt, okay? And the reason why they knew that it wasn't carpal tunnel and it had something to do with my nerves is because whenever my arm would hurt, if I would hold it or squeeze, it would stop hurting. And putting pressure on the nerves, it would literally stop hurting. If it was carpal tunnel, it wouldn't help. So they told me literally a couple years ago to, you know, just get one of these kind of things for your wrist. If people with carpal tunnel, you might see walk around with this on. And this literally stops it from hurting. So that's why they knew that it was the nerves and not actual carpal tunnel. Well, anyway, I started having that feeling in my arms. And I hadn't did much to cause it. But it came on really stronger than usual. I broke this out my pocketbook, put it on. It helped. But then I needed the other one for this arm. They don't generally hurt like that together at the same time. But I had to literally put it on just to drive like it was hurting so bad. So I'm like, well, damn, what the hell is going on? So between that hurting and then it's like it was tingling a little bit. Like I could feel like little pinches. You know how like if your arms or your feet or your legs go to sleep and you'll feel them little pricks. That's what it was starting to feel like a little bit. And then it started hurting like up in here. And I'm used to this kind of stuff hurting because this is all connected. And I get muscle spasms a lot. So this is all connected like to my back. And so I'm used to all that kind of stuff hurting. But with me being the age that I am, I don't take things for granted when it comes to my health. As far as like if I start to feel something that's not right, I generally just go get it checked out. Because like I said, with me being my age, you just can't just pass things up. If you're not feeling, you know, your best, or if you're feeling different, or you're not feeling normal, go get it checked out because it could be something going on that you're not aware of. So I said, well, maybe I need to go home and lay down, you know, for a little bit. Like I said, I did not do a whole lot of on my feet. I was on my feet, like back and forth, running my errands, but not for any long periods of time. Went home and took a nap. I felt a little better when I first got up, but then the feeling started coming back again. So once my husband got off from work, I was like, boo, I think I want to go to the hospital and get checked out because I'm just not feeling right. You know, like I'm not feeling normal. And he, you know, he was asking me what was going on. So fine, here, let me just hurry up and get through this story. Ended up going to the hospital thinking that they were going to, you know, tell me that, you know, I don't know, like the moral of the story is they ended up keeping me in the hospital, okay? Not because they found a problem, but the symptoms, you know, when I told them the way that I was feeling, they said it sounded similar, however you say it, to heart attack type situation going on. The symptoms that I was giving them, the arms and the tingling, they knew it wasn't stroke symptoms because stroke usually gives you maybe some tingling, some soreness, some one-sided type symptoms. My stuff was both sides. It was both arms, you know, it was both, you know, back here. So they knew it wasn't stroke, but it's kind of, and I was feeling just a little bit dizzy. Like the room wasn't spinning, but I was feeling a little bit dizzy. And I've had issues with dizziness before. So I didn't take it like, you know, serious, but serious enough that I took myself to the hospital. So that was good. But they said the symptoms that I was giving them, and then it was like something, to me, it felt like a spasm, okay? So with all the stuff that I was telling them, they were like, this sounds like something dealing with heart disease. They said it just sounds a little fishy, okay? So it wasn't like totally heart situation, but it sounded fishy enough for them to say, look, the doctor said it straight out. He says, well, you're not 28, you're 48. The symptoms sound really, really fishy. So to be on the safe side, we want to keep you overnight for monitoring purposes. And then we want to send you for a stress test in the morning. So they wanted to monitor me all through the night. They had me hooked up to this heart thing. They did so many EKGs on me, like, oh, you know, from the time I got there until the time I left. EKG came back fine. They kept the heart monitor on me. Everything was fine. They can also check, there's something in your blood that they can check to see if you either had a heart attack, you know, recently, or if you're getting ready to have one. The blood work came back totally fine. They said you didn't have a heart attack. The EKG looks fine. We're going to do the stress test to see if you have like plaque blocking your arteries. And if plaque is blocking your arteries, then the blood can't flow properly to your heart. And that's called heart disease, which in turn you'd have to get a stent and all this other kind of stuff. So I had to get the stress test to see how my heart functions under stress. They didn't do stress tests that time of night because it was like 7 when I went to when I was on my way to the hospital. By the time the doctor saw me, because I had to wait, it was like 9 something. They said they don't do stress tests that time of night. So that's another reason why they wanted to keep me, because they wanted to observe me overnight and they wanted me to be there to get that test done. So I ended up staying in the day, had no idea that I was going to stay overnight in the hospital, that they were going to keep me. Like, I didn't feel that bad that I felt like, you know, it's something seriously going on and they're going to keep me. So that totally shocked the crap out of me, okay? So I was going to do a video while I was in the waiting area. I mean, I wasn't feeling that bad that I couldn't do a video, but they ended up calling me quicker than I thought. So, and then I got back in the room and I was all, you know, they hooked me up. Like, I went in the room, they put an IV in me, they hooked me up to all of these things, because like I said, they had the heart monitor. And then when the lady came in for the EKG, she stuck all kinds of things on me. I did not want to do a video all hooked up like that, because I literally looked worse than I really was. I mean, if I'd have came on here and did a video all strapped up the way they had me all hooked up, y'all would have been like, oh my God. So I didn't want to stress people out, making them think I was just like, oh my God, you know. So come to find out, nothing was going on. The pain that I was feeling, it was muscular, because when the doctor felt on, he said if it was my heart, it wouldn't hurt when I pressed. But he said when he pressed, it hurted. So he said it was muscular. I get muscle spasms a lot. And he said I must have did something to, you know, that I don't usually do, which I did. I started doing this again. These don't weigh a lot, but it was something new, and I started doing them, and I think I might have pulled something. See, when you're older, you can't just jump in and do shit without it causing a problem, okay? And I accept that. You know, I may not look like I'm older, but I can't act like the way I look. I have to treat myself as though I'm older, meaning I can't just jump out there and do stuff like I used to. I have to take my time and go slow, you know, and, you know. Well, anyway, okay, so that was the moral of the story. Muscular situation, and it was my nerves as far as my arms. And they were saying something about, like, it was nothing major. That's the bottom line. I'm healthy, my heart is good. And they kept asking me, like, everybody that came to see me kept asking me, do you have high blood pressure? Do you have cholesterol problem? Do you have heart disease in your family? And I don't have any of that stuff. Do you have diabetes? Because all of these things, if you have, like, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, and heart disease or heart issues that run in your family, you're more likely a person that will have a heart attack. I don't have none of that stuff, nothing. and they couldn't. They was like, everything, like, you're so healthy, like, we don't know what's going on, but we just want to make sure. So fine. Moral of the story is I'm fine, but they kept my ass, and I wasn't ready for that. Let me tell you what happened. Soon as I got out the hospital, okay, I had not been out the hospital a good hour. Okay, I'm driving in the car. My sister called me. Well, the phone, like, she's calling me like back to back, and she don't usually ever do that. But I couldn't answer the phone because I was right in the middle of traffic, directly in the middle of traffic. But but the fact that she kept hanging up and calling back, I'm like, something ain't right. So I was gonna, you know, I was almost where I was going. I said, I'm gonna pull over, and as soon as I get somewhere where I can pull her, because I was directly in traffic, and I'm gonna call her back. So I got to a light. And she had sent me a text after all those calls. And I looked at the text, and she said, it's an emergency. So I was at the light. I called her. It was a truck right next to me. The truck went pulling off. I couldn't hear. I could hear. It sounded like she was crying, or her voice just didn't sound right, but I couldn't really understand her. And she was like, sis. I was like, what's going on? And she was like, sis. She kept saying sis. And I was like, I can't really hear you because it's a truck. I said, give me a minute. And I wasn't going to hang up. I was just trying to get away from the truck and pull over. And she was like, sis, no, you got to listen. You got to listen to me. I said, okay, I can't hear you. Got somewhere I could hear. She's telling me, now y'all know they had that hurricane in Texas, okay? My brother lives in Texas. They had that major hurricane flooding and all of that. She calls me, tells me that my brother purposely got out into some kind of flood water because he was trying to kill himself. Immediately, once she told me he was trying to kill himself, but they threw a rope out and they pulled him back in, and he was saying that, you know, while they was pulling him back in with the rope, he was trying to get his knife out so he can cut the rope because he didn't want them to save him. Like, it was a total disaster. Okay, now I'm just getting out the hospital dealing with dizziness and my chest hurt, and they giving me stress tests and they think it's heart attacks going on. And as soon as she gave me that information, I immediately felt like I had, the way I felt that sent me to the hospital, all that shit just came down on me all at once, but worse. Head immediately started hurting, chest started hurting, my arms started hurting, everything started hurting. So I'm literally parked, trying to find out what is going on. Trying to call my brother's phone. If you can just only imagine, like, I really can't put it into words, but if you can just imagine getting a phone call like that. I calls my mom. Then I have to text her because she's not answering, because she's tied up with something, and she doesn't realize that it's an emergency. So I have to text her. So it's just a big frantic situation going on, okay? Thinking that my brother is, and he was, you know, he was on the phone with my sister, and he was, you know, the buddy was with him. The buddy got on the phone, and he was talking some crap about, you know, well, you know, she was trying to tell the buddy, don't let my brother kill himself. Please don't. The buddy talking shit like, well, if he dumb enough to want to do it, let him go. Fuck your brother. If he dumb enough to want to do it, let him go ahead and do it. And my brother gets on the phone, and he's talking about, well, sis, as soon as, you know, my buddy turns his back, I'm going to go back out there again. I'm tired of this. I'm done. I'll see y'all on the other side. The moral of the story is, at the end of all of that shit, it was a damn prank. My brother was pranking us. Really? So I could have been back in the hospital, like, seriously, for a heart situation this time, because my heart literally sank, skipped beats, did all kinds of shit. So here's a little tip. Pranks, okay, fine. But suicide and death pranks and all, that's not cute. It's not funny. Okay, please don't do that to anybody. If my brother is watching, bro, you didn't even know I had just got out the hospital. Okay, so I ain't need that. Okay, I didn't need that. But I did learn a lesson in all of this. Keep in touch with your family as much as you can. And I'm bad about keeping in touch as often as I should. And I felt so bad because I had not talked to my brother in a while. And then to find out that I may not never get to talk to him again because he's going to try to kill himself again. So that all was going through. So just try to stay on a good terms with your family, your friends. You know, just if you have an issue with somebody, try to work it out because they could be here today and gone tomorrow. So the lesson I learned was try to stay in touch with my family as much as I can. Don't be too busy. You know, that it's, oh, I'm just so busy. No. Stay in touch with your family. Because had he actually done that and that was for real, I'd have felt so bad if that would have happened to my brother and I had not talked to him in a while. And it's not because we're mad or anything. It's just, you know, you just kind of let life get in the way. You busy, blah, blah, blah. No excuse. Stay in touch with your peoples because they could be here today, gone tomorrow. Hit subscribe. I'm sorry that I missed y'all. I'm here this weekend for y'all because I wasn't gonna let y'all go 4 days without me. So, girl. Anyway, you just never know. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Share with all your good girlfriends. And don't prank nobody with you committing suicide and somebody that died and they killed it. Like, that's just not cute. Okay. But I'm good, so y'all, thank y'all for hanging in there with me, girl. Some of y'all probably threw me to the wolves, probably saying, oh, here she goes. She gone for the last 2 days. Because you know when I was gone for like 3 months, some people probably threw me to the wolves. But I got a little quote for that. If you throw me to the wolves, I will come back leading the pack, okay? I can never lose what you thought.